Today, we uncover the truth behind the fall of Rome, the real reasons that brought down the world's strongest empire. 1. The slow economic death. Most people imagine Rome being destroyed by barbarian warriors. But Rome started dying long before a single enemy stepped inside its walls. The empire's economy collapsed from the inside. Emperors printed more and more money to pay the army. Taxes increased. Trade weakened. And Roman coins lost their value. Inflation destroyed the economy. Merchants left the empire, farmers abandoned their lands, and the government became too broke to protect its borders. Rome became a giant empire with an empty treasury. 2. The fall of the Roman army. For centuries, the Roman army was unbeatable. But by the end, something changed. Romans no longer wanted to serve in the military. So the empire began hiring Germanic mercenaries, warriors who were strong, but not loyal. Imagine this. The Roman Empire was being protected by the very tribes that would one day destroy it. As corruption spread, discipline collapsed. Generals betrayed emperors, soldiers switched sides for gold, and Rome no longer controlled its own army. When the final attack came, Rome's soldiers did not stand united. Some even opened the gates. 3. The Hun invasion, the domino effect. Then came a storm from the east. The Huns. Terrifying horsemen who moved faster than any army Rome had ever seen. Where the Huns appeared, entire nations fled, and those nations ran straight into Roman territory. This triggered the greatest migration crisis in ancient history. Visigoths. Ostrogoths. Vandals. Franks. Burgundians. Millions of people fleeing the Huns crashed into the Roman borders. Rome was suddenly surrounded. 4. Political chaos and corruption. Even when Rome needed strong leadership the most, the government completely collapsed. Between the years 235 and 284, Rome had 50 emperors. Most were murdered. Others ruled for only months. The Senate was corrupt. Generals declared themselves emperors. Civil wars erupted again and again. Rome was too busy fighting itself to fight real enemies. And while the empire tore itself apart, the barbarian tribes united. 5. The final blow, 476. In 476, the unthinkable finally happened. A Germanic commander named Odoacer marched into Rome. The last emperor, Romulus Augustulus, a child, was forced to surrender the crown. There were no massive battles. No heroic last stand. Rome simply fell. The citizens accepted it quietly, almost calmly, because the truth is, Rome had been collapsing for hundreds of years. 476 was just the moment everyone finally noticed. 6. What the fall of Rome teaches us. Rome did not fall in one night. It fell because of economic collapse, military corruption, mass migration, political chaos, internal betrayal. And when all these forces combined, even the world's greatest empire could not survive. History remembers Rome as eternal. But nothing is eternal when the foundation is rotten. The fall of Rome is more than a historical event. It is a warning. If you want to learn how other great empires rose and collapsed, subscribe to the channel. Because here, we look at history through a different lens.